we are getting into the strangest, creepiest legend in Texas. Hey guys, it's Brittany and welcome back to Brittmas 2022. It is time for the advent calendar, so let's see what we got today. Let's see if I can actually figure out what it is. Oh, it's a snowman. That was easy. That was the easiest one so far. Now let's get into the story. So what do you guys think is the creepiest legend in all of Texas? I'll give you a few seconds. Nope, you're wrong. The right answer is the Candy Lady. I know, we got a Candy Man, but this is the Candy Lady, and she's even more frightening, to be honest. In the early 1900s, children in an unnamed town in Texas started to go missing, and the residents blamed it on the Candy Lady. The story says that she would go around leaving candy on children's windows. She would lure the kids out with notes attached, promising more candy. I mean, girl, candy is my weakness, so I probably would be one of the victims. I mean, I just love candy. I love sweets. I love my chocolate in my advent calendar. Like, I live for this time of year, but I love, and Halloween candy, duh, like, come on. I can eat candy all day, every day. Now, allegedly, there was a farmer who found rotten teeth on his farm and later found the body of a boy with his pockets stuffed with candy. So this Candy Lady, she's definitely giving me low-key Mary Shaw vibes. I don't know about you guys, but to me, I'm thinking of Mary Shaw, even though Mary Shaw was a ventriloquist. I mean, this lady could have been one too. She's creepy as hell. Now, allegedly, her real name was Clara Crane. So there's a few different variations of this story, but I'm gonna get into the one that I keep seeing. After being released from the psychiatric hospital she was committed to for killing her husband, she continued to terrorize the small town of Terrell, which is interesting because in a lot of other stories it says a known town in Texas. So was it really Terrell? Was it some other town? It's unknown which town it was, but this is the Terrell story, or the most known story about Clara Crane, aka the Candy Lady Freak. So according to the story, Clara Crane was born in 1871. Clara's husband was an older gentleman by the name of Leonard Gilbert Crane, and the two of them had a little girl named Marcella. Leonard was a farmer, and tragically, Marcella died in an accident out in the fields when she was just 5 years old. Clara blamed Leonard for Marcella's death, even more so after she found out he had been drinking at the time of the accident. So 2 years later, this is when Clara decided to take revenge. She laced a few caramels or caramels? What do you guys say? I say both, but I don't know, whatever sounds right to me. Caramel sounds right in this story, but let me know down below how you pronounce caramel or caramel. I do both ways. Is that weird? Let me know down below. But anyways, these candies were her husband's absolute favorite candy. So she laced these caramels with poison and offered them to him. He then, of course, died as a result of eating the lethal candy. The following day, a neighbor came by to check on Clara after noticing that she was, just acting really crazy. Clara was then taken into custody when the sheriff arrived and discovered what happened to Leonard. And that's when Clara was placed on trial for first-degree murder. But instead of receiving life in prison, Clara was incarcerated in the North Texas Lunatic Asylum, now known as the Terrell State Hospital. Now, they say that she was released in 1899 due to overcrowding. And this is where the story and legend of the Candy Lady begins. Children began to go missing near the old Crane property in 1903. There were children who found candy wrappers on their windows, and it was signed by the Candy Lady. The local sheriff at the time also vanished, and his body was later found in a ditch. There were forks that were stabbed into his eyes, and his pockets were stuffed with candy. He was out investigating this case of all these missing children. And also, there was a town farmer who came across rotten teeth out in his field. And of course, these teeth belonged to children because they were so little. So Clara would leave these candies on the children's windowsills just before their bedtime. Now there are some children, as they got older, they confessed that they remembered seeing candy on their windowsill and they would eat it. And it was signed by the candy lady. So what do you guys think of the candy lady? Do you think it's some story that parents would just tell their kids to scare them? I mean, that's a terrifying story. And I mean, scaring children into not taking, you know, candy from strangers. And especially in the world we live in today, you can't really take anything from strangers. It is a creepy ass world out there. It's just fascinating to me how today we just, you know, freely get into Ubers, taxis. We have people deliver food to our doors, groceries, like Uber Eats or groceries or, you know, whatever. Everything's just delivered. You don't even have to leave your house anymore if you don't want to. But you rely on strangers to bring things to you or to take you places. Like it's wild. And then with, you know, how the world is just getting crazier and crazier, but that's like a totally different topic. Let me know down below your thoughts on this creepy legend from Texas. I feel like there's a lot more creepier legends and ghost stories in Texas. I actually have never been to Texas. Actually, that is a lie. I have been to Texas for like 2 hours. When I was flying to Vegas, I landed in Texas and then like had a layover in Texas. So I've been in the airport of Houston. So yeah, and then I went to Vegas, obviously. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more paranormal videos, creepy stories, ghost stories, paranormal games, everything scary. You can find it here on my channel, obviously. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you rock my world in the song lyrics Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Brittty44. Hashtag friends. Hey. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.